Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. My name is Jennifer Waters, and I'm live here in Central New York. It's Wednesday, early evening, and I am wondering about connecting to Instagram. Anyways, today I'm going to talk about making a plan to prevent miscarriage. And for those of you that don't know me, I am a licensed acupuncturist, and I'm also a certified photobiomodulation, as in light therapist, as well as an Arvigo Maya abdominal therapist. So clearly, I'm a lifelong learner. I love to study the way in which the body heals itself. Right? We are here for healing. And what I like to do is accelerate ways that you can make change. I like to expedite the ways that the modalities that you can include into your treatment plan so that you can shorten the amount of time to your goals. It's really that simple. Anybody that's selling you a program of health, please know that health is not programmable, right? There is no program to regain your balance and health, because if you've done a lot of work already and then suddenly you find a modality that you really like and it helps you, a lot can happen right away. It can be instant. People always ask me, well, how many treatments do I need? How do I know? How do I know? I don't know if you need 1 or 20. The general rule of thumb is for every month you've had a symptom, expect 1 session. I said, oh, how would I set that up? Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad that I was able to help you. Your name ends in wormwood. Is that because you are an expert in anti-parasites? Wormwood is the #1 herb for eliminating parasites, which is another subject, right? I'm very glad to be helpful. I certainly get to meet a lot of you here at CNY Fertility on the journey towards conception and maintaining your pregnancy. So the reason that I've chosen this subject, and I do have a resource on my website, jenniferwaters.net, about preventing miscarriage, is because I ask everybody, what have you been diagnosed with? And what do you think the cause is? And the #1 thing that I hear is pregnancy loss. And here's the good news. You absolutely can make a plan. I don't want you to continue to do the same things over and over, right? So that's the definition we all know. That's the definition of insanity, right? You're doing the same things, expecting different outcomes. So if you have only been in what I call the Western medical model, this is a really good time to speak to somebody, a naturopath, an acupuncturist, myself, whoever you feel drawn to, about, hey, take a look at what I'm doing. What can I change? Because oftentimes the first step in the plan is to eliminate things, right? We're always looking to add. Let's add this, add that. Sometimes not. The first thing I want you to consider eliminating is synthetic vitamins. If you are taking synthetic vitamin E, this is absolutely not helping you at all. You have to get a natural form of vitamin E. And the research that I've been reading on it, and I'll figure out at some point how I can share some of this here so that you get access to these studies. It is shocking, the synthetic vitamin industry, what it is doing in particular to the fertility world. It's really sad because it wasn't like this before. So I want you to eliminate the synthetic vitamins. If you are taking anything with ascorbic acid, don't. It's causing more harm than good. Remember, vitamins are complexes. They exist in nature, in foods, in tissues, in organs, and glands, as complex units. Nothing is isolated out. And when you isolate something out, like ascorbic acid from vitamin C, and then you give it in high doses to somebody, or vitamin D, then you're creating an imbalance that wasn't there, right? So preventing miscarriage is all about building yourself back up. I will at some point soon start talking about what have I learned as the true definition of autoimmune disease and how that relates to the uterus. I do believe that any woman that's had a miscarriage has what we call autoimmune of the uterus, which no one talks about, but that's exactly what you have. It is a degeneration of the tissues of the cells in the uterus, which making it's almost like you've probably heard of like leaky gut syndrome in the gut, where there's gut permeability from, it's not from inflammation, folks. Inflammation doesn't cause anything. It is the result of degeneration, of toxins, of bacteria, of viruses. It's assaulting the tissue. Inflammation comes in to try to be the rescuer. I want to rescue you, help you. So the inflammatory response is there, right? So that's good. That means your body is trying to do some work there. And then what can happen if you get diagnosed with autoimmune is then you start punishing your immune system for doing its job. This is not the way we want to go, folks. We do not want to do this. We want to strengthen your uterus. We want to understand in Chinese medicine, there's 3 causes, 3 patterns of disharmony which lead to miscarriage: excess heat, deficiency, and blood stasis. Almost every woman that I see that's had a miscarriage has 1 or 2 of those patterns. So remember, it's not what you do once a week. It's not about going to get your weekly acupuncture session. That can help, but it's about understanding what is your pattern and what can you do all the time to help change it with your mind, the way you're thinking, what you're eating, how you're moving. All of this is going to affect you. If you know that you've got a blood stasis pattern, that means things are stuck in you. You got to move more. You got to move the body. You got to get the liver functioning better. You've got to make sure things are flowing well so you don't feel that stuckness. And when you feel stuck, you got to get up and do something. You got to jump on the trampoline. You got to, I don't know, do a lot of breath work. There's lots of things that you can do. So that is all the time I have. I'm going to, please reach out to me though. I promise I will respond to you. Does that include, yeah, prenatal. Yeah. A lot of those, check the ingredients. Okay. If you have ascorbic acid in there, don't take it. You need to have a whole food based prenatal. And there's a couple things I'd really like you to take. Go to my website under resources and get the guide. Okay. And it's there. And then you can reach out to me. I'm sorry I don't have more time, folks. Thank you for your interest in health. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.